Hey there guys, I have finally had the opportunity to play Night Runners, which is a game that I'm sure you might have heard of, and the goodness is that now you can play it for free on Steam. The game is just a prologue because the main game is probably in development, but it is a game that I would recommend that you should try out. Let me start off by saying this: Night Runners is a really good game. Had so much fun with the prologue, and the crazy part is that it already feels like a full game. There is a really good amount of content and the attention to detail is insane. The map, cars and car customizations are not like anything I have seen in a while, and I've only seen this level of detail on AAA games. The crazy part about this game is that it's made by one person. That is the most amazing part about this game. Night Runners clearly takes influence from the early 2000s nostalgic underground street racing scene, with games like Midnight Club, Need for Speed Underground and Wangan Midnight, and the JDM scene. This game is ripped right from the early 2000s legal underground street racing scene. The game gives you the classic nostalgic feel with all the modern capabilities of today's hardware and graphics. It feels like a time capsule back to your childhood or youth. I really felt escapism with this game, and it took me on a journey that I enjoyed. I went into this game with an open mind and I didn't have too many high expectations, but I was excited to finally try this game out, and I must admit, I had quite a bit of fun. The gameplay is one of the best selling points, really taking me back to when I first played Midnight Club and Need for Speed Underground. The game has an almost uncanny resemblance, feel and aesthetic to Need for Speed Underground. Night Runners is set in Tokyo, Japan, and I would say that the game does a really good job at capturing the city feeling and the legendary Shutoku Expressway. The game has a really good sense of speed. You know exactly how fast you are going with stuff like motion blur and shaky camera. I found myself getting too scared to go too fast out of fear of crashing. The game has a really good handling model as to where the car is more responsive at slower speeds or when off the throttle, and at high speeds the car is less responsive when it comes to turning and slowing down, which I would say is pretty much how driving would be in real life. The car customizations are actually what really drew me to this game in the first place. The early trailers of this game showcased at least 20 or more car customizations for each car, being unique and different, showing all sorts of modifications that would be detailed, that you could modify the inside and out of the car, both doing engine and cosmetic upgrades, with the game even telling you how much weight the modifications would add to the car. The prologue has a pretty straightforward story of where you just have to win races to make more money to upgrade your car to make it faster and look better. The game is said to have a multiplayer option, but since this is just a prologue, it's not active. This game has this cool feature of where when you buy parts, you get them in a box and then you have to install them, and the game has a parody version of Up Garage, which is pretty cool. The map of the game is decent. It's mainly straight roads and blunt turns, so you don't really get that much of a driving experience. There are no togeys in the game or drift tracks, but there are drift modifications, so who knows what they might add later. I played the Night Runners prologue and I think it's awesome. Would like to see more locations and a bigger map. Would like to see an open world map of Tokyo and some cool Tokyo locations like from Initial D, and a wider car selection. The game is still in development and I can't wait to see what new stuff is added to the full game. Would be cool to play this game online with friends and maybe even have some really cool car meets with friends and other online players. And with that, this is the Chili Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.